Hello, my name is Joanne. I'm one of the physiotherapists working in the Child Development Centre in the Southern Health and Social Care Trust. In the video today, I'm going to talk about kneeling and ways that you can help your child get into a kneeling position and to play in a kneeling position. So kneeling is a really important skill. It's really good for building up a baby's trunk strength, for their leg strength, for their sense of balance, and it also helps them to learn how to get into standing. Before your child is able to work on kneeling, it's good if they've got a good sense of sitting balance. So if they're not quite there yet, go back and work on some earlier skills, and then you can move on to the ideas in this video. So what you need first is to have your equipment ready, so a little toy or a few toys to get ready to motivate your child. You'll need a low surface for your child to kneel against. Now ideally the surface should come in roughly at chest height when your child is kneeling. So at home you might use your sofa with the cushion off it, or even just a heavy upturned box. Make sure you put it up against a wall so that it's nice and sturdy and that your child's going to be safe leaning against it. So I'm going to start off by placing the child beside the surface, so sitting side on to the surface, okay? You want to make sure that your baby is in good form, that they're ready for play and that they've been well fed and not tired or anything like that. Okay. So I'm coming in here behind, I'm going to show the baby the toy and hopefully get their attention with a toy that they like. Hopefully the baby will turn their head to see the toy and they'll want to reach out for the toy. So while they're trying to reach for the toy, you might need to help them to get into the side sitting position. Knees go in one direction, feet go in the other direction. Then I'm going to come in behind the baby and keep one leg either side of the baby's hips, and I'm going to be holding the child at their trunk to keep them nice and safe and secure in that position. And they're so distracted playing with the toy that they're very happy. You can change the toy you can have, you can use a book, or you can sing to them, whatever is going to keep them happy in this position for a while. If they're nice and confident in the position, you can start then giving them less support by moving behind them. This might be after a few days even. Then you'll be able to, over time, give them less support by holding, say, at the hips instead of the trunk, even down at the knees or even down at their feet. And a real baby will hopefully be keeping their hands up here, nice and balanced. Another way that you can challenge the baby in this position is, instead of having the toy close where they're able to play with it easily, you can move it away further, and that will encourage them to go from a low kneeling position to a high kneeling position. So if you see them going from the low kneeling position up into the high kneeling position to reach the toy. When you're ready to get out of the position with the baby, you're going to move the toy onto the floor to get their attention, help them back into the side sitting position if they need help, and back into the long sitting position. And lots of verbal encouragement and smiling and well done. Babies will learn best whenever they're having fun, so we want to make it as fun as possible for her. Another way that you can use the kneeling position is, if your baby is already crawling, then they'll get into the kneeling position from a crawling position. So the best thing to do is keep your floor nice and clear. Don't have toys to distract them on the floor, but have a toy up on a low surface so that your baby will be having some motivation to climb up. When they're getting close to the surface, so they've seen the toy, they want to get up to it, they're reaching up for it, they may need some support to hold on to their hips or to hold on to their trunk during this. But if you've worked with your baby to encourage, if they're already crawling and they're crawling over surfaces and things, they might just need a little bit of an incentive to get up onto the surface. It might be the toy is all they need, they might not need the hands-on support.